These are 15 of the most famous film scores of all time. How hard can that be to recognize them? Very hard, because I'm gonna choose some random by you've never heard. If you do get all 15 right, you're a music expert, and else, go watch those movies again. Later I will give you multiple choice questions, but the early ones are too easy. This is of course Star Wars, one of the greatest film scores of all time. The most iconic melodies, the most amazing instrumentation, the greatest use of harmony, just a perfect score. And this is of course Harry Potter. I love this part, it sounds a bit bitonal, probably because we leave our major key directly in the second bar. Harry Potter is my favorite film score, I think it's even better than Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, and you can fight me on that. And of course, this is the beginning of Jurassic Park, the third score from John Williams. This guy couldn't get enough. The music sets the tone for the whole movie. You really get a feel for this amazing scenery with all the dinosaurs and all the wonders happening around. I don't think you can create a score with just electronic instruments that could describe a landscape as well as an orchestra can. Probably because the instruments are made out of material appearing in the landscape like wood. And of course, this is the Lord of the Rings, the film score that most people think is the greatest film score of all time. Let me know what your favorite film score is down in the comments. The next ones are going to be more difficult. Is it Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, The Imitation Game, or A Beautiful Mind? And of course, this is Ludwig Göransson's score, Oppenheimer.
Algebra's like sheet music. The important thing isn't can you read music, it's can you hear it. Can you hear the music, Robert?
What a genius quote. Oppenheimer very well deserved the Oscar for Best Score. Ludwig Göransson is probably the upcoming composer at the moment, although you can't call him upcoming anymore. He already wrote the music for Black Panther, The Mandalorian, Tenet and now Oppenheimer. I'm very excited what this guy will do next. This is of course Interstellar. Hans Zimmer has now scored 6 Christopher Nolan movies. Because he dreamed of scoring Dune since he was a child, he had to pass on Christopher Nolan's Tenet. And that's why I think that Ludwig Göransson also became the chance to score Oppenheimer. For the next one I just give you 3 notes. It's considered the greatest movie of all time by many people, and this is of course The Godfather. If you've never seen the movie, it's about the Corleone family that navigate power struggles, betrayals and moral dilemmas in the mafia underworld of post-World War II America, ultimately exploring themes of family, loyalty and the corrupting influence of power. I guess this one was easy as well. John Williams with Schindler's Liste. Next one. Is it Avatar, Edge of Tomorrow, Dune or Arrival? And the answer is of course Dune Part 1, one of the greatest movies I've watched in the last 10 years. In my opinion, Denis Villeneuve's best movie, betrayal, purpose, destiny, this is what the movie is about. Paul Atreides must follow in the footsteps of his father and become the man people expect him to be. Is it Jason Bourne, Mission Impossible, James Bond or Jack Reacher? This is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I love the Mission Impossible franchise, especially 4 to 7. Those movies are amazing and I'm always fascinated how great the music is. Especially Fallout, I think I listened to the whole score more than 15 times by now. Epic, dangerous and driving, this music pushes you to go after your goals like mad. Is it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Revenant, No Country for Old Men or The Hateful Eight? This is the very first movie from Quentin Tarantino that had got an original score. The music was composed by no one else than Ennio Morricone. For the other movies, Tarantino used already existing soundtracks. But The Hateful Eight feels different. It feels like a theater play, and because of this beautiful winter landscape and this more serious undertone, it needed an original score. Is it National Treasure, The Mummy, Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider? It is Indiana Jones, The Map Room, one of the most mysterious melodies I've ever heard. I think Williams was a bit inspired by the harmony of Richard Strauss' Rosenkavalier. Next one. Is it Star Trek, Guardians of the Galaxy, Robin Hood or Ender's Game? Also one of those underrated movies, Star Trek Into Darkness and the one from 2009, both are amazing. The music has so much drive because of that constant rhythm and the drumstick hit or whatever this is. Totally underrated in my opinion, and also the other part, London Calling, it perfectly sets the scene for the whole movie at the beginning. Is it Transformers, Joe, Rise of Cobra, Marvel's The Avengers or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Although they don't have the greatest reputation, the Transformers movies are actually pretty fun to watch, because they have this 2010 American teenage humor that would just be cancelled away today. Two things that are amazing about this movie: the CGI for 2007 is absolutely phenomenal, and the music, especially this one, sounds gorgeous. Is it The Hunger Games, The Queen's Gambit, The Dark Tower, or Oblivion? This score was written by James Newton Howard, a fellow of Hans Zimmer. They even wrote the Batman series together. And of course, this is the, in my opinion, also very much underrated film score of The Hunger Games. Leave your score down in the comments. I try to reply to everyone. Now I need to go watch this video right here. It's probably the funniest video I've ever done. And if you like this one, you probably will enjoy this one as well. Thanks for watching, and we see each other in the next one.